Hi, I'm Brent, and I'm a truck driver. You guys may know that. Sorry if this is going to sound a little bit loud. I'm going to put my other earphone into my ear. I just wanted to run you guys through what I've been working on the last 2 weeks. I haven't really posted any videos. Say you guys, I need to make an update. I've made a lot of progress, and I wanted to display that. So we'll start off here in my GitHub repository here. My coderdude brent.github.io. That's private. I tried to upload my portfolio website to GitHub, and evidently there's been issues with that. I can't seem to find anybody's hosted webpage on GitHub, so I had to use a free hosting site, and I will show that off here in a bit. Just to kind of show you guys what I've been working on. Trucker fixed cost calculator, basic and old. This is my first upload, December 15th, 2022. It was the beginnings of my trucker cost calculator. I didn't get too far with that. I started it over from scratch, and I used VS Code instead of PyCharm. I don't think I was able to I didn't know what I was doing really at the time. I was kind of trying to follow a tutorial and turn it into my own thing. Realized I wasn't doing very well. I needed to learn some more, and I eventually picked it back up and got this profit calculator, which is now up here, and it's got a star, so that's cool. Day, minute, hour, minute, second, Xmas countdown. It's basically just a basic countdown calculator that happens inside of your terminal. There's no GUI or anything yet. I just kind of made it for my wife, and I didn't really take it any further than that because I got back on the road. But you see I have the code here. While true, it's going to run forever until it hits Christmas, or when you until that day. So if I were to run it now, I could copy and paste that into my PyCharm terminal. But as you can see, I already have my profit calculator up for all of the files I have for my profit calculator, and I'll be showing that live. It's also linked to GitHub here, so I can push commits and all that stuff to here. But I actually have the server running, so I'm going to give you a little tour of my profit calculator. So let's go back here, and then we see there's the profit calculator, the Xmas countdown. I have a to-do list, which I will be opening up that soon. This is just my configuration files for my GitHub and my profit calculator. You can see I've been a little busy. I did 8 contributions yesterday, or 2 days ago, and I had one yesterday where I updated my website, which we'll look at that after the profit calculator. So I have it hosted here on PyCharm. You can see down at the bottom that I have the starting development server for my profit calculator.settings. I ran Python manage.py run server. It's running the checks. It does all the shit, and then I basically control click that. It opened up into our here, and it says here profit calculator. Figure out your fixed cost, figure out your variable cost, and figure out your profit. I have not played with this in a while. See how I have placeholders in here, monthly vehicle payment. So let's just say like 3,000, 400, 125. 45. We're just placing the placeholders in here to calculate, and then bam, it has this here. It tells you what your total cost was and what your cost per mile is. So that's based off of, I would say, like a truck. If you're driving an 18-wheeler, and then of course if you tried to run this with just the placeholders in here and you don't have anything placed in there, it'll say it's animated. Please fill in all fields, and then it'll cause you to have to come back. So you click here, you see application created by coderdude Brent. Go back home. Let's go to variable cost. Let's just fill in this here. Let's say calculate. It still does the same thing. So 250 here, we got 50 here, we got 175 here, 100 and 400. We're just filling in the placeholders. Calculate, boom, tells you total cost and what your cost per mile is. And this is based off of, say, you're probably driving a car. So I haven't really been professionally driving cars as like a mule or anything, so I don't know if that's a good cost per mile. And this is all based off of an average cost per mile for I don't remember which one it is. Like, this is a variable cost, so what I wanted to do was add like a web scraper that would pull like the latest data on what the average fuel cost is for America, and this would be for America. There'd be a drop down. Are you driving a truck? Are you driving a car? Are you gasoline, super, premium, or diesel number 2, diesel? And then it would take that average cost and place it as the variable for fuel cost, and then it would calculate your fuel cost. Like this right here, fuel expenses, that would just be how much you spent on fuel, and this is just a rough estimate. It's by no means being sold to anybody or anything like that, but I feel like it was a fun project to do, and I'm still working on it, of course. It'll just be something I can show off. So then come in, figure out your profit, and see, I put the average fuel price is $3.10. That's what I have, and it's a hard-coded variable. It's not web scraping. I could not get Beautiful Soup to work. I could not find a website that I could pull the data from that was reliable, so I decided to wait to do it. So let's just say monthly, weekly miles driven. So I'll just say on average I drive about 9,000 miles a month. And then the average weekly miles per gallon. So I'd say I probably get about 6 miles a gallon. And then my monthly pay, we'll just say $8,000. And then it takes the average fuel cost and it does all the math for all this stuff, and then it tells you what your total profit should be based off of that. Like, of course, I could add, like, this is how much, you could save, or blah, whatever. And 310 is way too low for diesel, so that's totally wrong. But that would say that's what your monthly profit is, and that could be incorrect as well. But it works. That's the point. Back home, you can click on any of these and get where you need to go, and it works. So, yay, that's cool. That's fun. Yeah. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to go over to my portfolio website that I'd say it took me about, I don't know, 6 hours maybe to do. I did it all yesterday and the day before. So like combined it was about 6 to 7 hours. This is my site. It's got a little icon here. I'd use Font Awesome for these fonts, these font icons. It says Brent Labs. This is me, American truck driver turned coder. You got a little menu up here, and I took a lot of stuff away, but there's a more about me page, and then there's a home page. Of course, a lot of people will probably miss that. You scroll down enough, and then the JavaScript shoots it up here, which I think is really cool. The menu stays up there. It's got a little header bar. 12-year IT professional turned trucker. Got my associates, blah blah blah. It's got a little picture of a camera, the thing here. Seeing the US of A. I give a little background or whatever. Coding on all my downtime. I found all these pictures on a site. So I got all these pictures from Unsplash or something like that, unsplash.com. And they have a bunch of free open source pictures you can use. And I just use those in my code to be able to write this website. But that is actually what I use in... Where is it? Oh, it's private, so you can't actually see it unless you're in my repositories here. So this is the actual coding that I have. That's where it was CSS. I got my files. Like I have my at the bottom of the page here, you can see. Well, here's my accomplishments. It shows these are my actual projects on my GitHub. I've got the GitHub links here. I don't have them hosted yet, so yeah. But you can click on these. This is the Christmas countdown I'm currently working on. I just finished a project that I'm going to share with you guys. It's a little personal because it's like personal finances and stuff, and I wrote a Python script and I implemented an API that works with Google Docs or Google Sheets, and I'm able to basically run a Python program after I download a CSV file from my bank, run through all of my things, and if it has words in words, of course you guys are going to see this and it's going to be like, that is some ugly code. Yeah, I know, I need to go in and fix it. But then this contact me, fully functional. You could put your name, email, and message, and it'll send me an email. It tells you I'm in Houston, Texas. If you fill out the form, you can request my phone number. Of course, if it's regarding a job, or like if you guys are willing to like maybe mentor me or something, you're thinking about mentoring me, that'd be kind of cool. My email, this is a mail to link here, so if I click it, it'll open up your default mail app, which is usually Microsoft or Outlook or Microsoft Mail. Then trucker to coder. Okay, good. Yep, I had to add a blank This is going to my Twitter. It shows you what my Twitter is. It takes you to my Twitter page. I just usually, everything I'm doing right now is literally just to document my experience. Here's a GitHub link, as well as right here. This will also take you to my GitHub. And then you can click on this GitHub home, and it'll take you to my GitHub. And then, of course, you can download my resume, and it will open up my very chopped up resume so that it was only 3 pages. I have a lot of stuff in here. I took away like demonstrated skills and all stuff because I had this company here actually write it for me. It was professional resume writers, and they wrote this out for me, and you could download this and or whatever. It's in a PDF, so that's cool. And then that's it. Of course, if then I go into my more about me, and then of course it's a silly thing where it says, "Hi, you asked for it," and then it tells you more about me, from child to adult, the future. This is me. These are my kids. You know, that kind of stuff. If anybody's inclined, they can come see that. I really didn't know what to place there, so I just kind of threw that on there. All right, so we have the to-do list here. A couple of different things to go through. I haven't played with this in a minute, so I'm waiting for the packages to install. All right, I believe this is all hosted in a virtual environment as well, but we're gonna open it up and then play with it. Run server. Click this link, and here we go. We're in the to-do list. I'm actually logged into admin, get a dev job, make money. Yeah, we're gonna log out. Here we have a log out page, our login page. If you don't have an account, obviously it's going to check if you have one. If you don't, it's going to take you here. You can click register about what you want. You can type out what you want in here and then hit register. Obviously that's going to come on, but I have an account, so I'm going to click on login. I'm just going to do my admin account, log in, and we're here. I'm surprised Google didn't. There it goes right there. Because the password's stupid. It's a very easy password, and obviously Google's like, hey, this isn't a good password. So as you can see, I got my to-do list here. I can search. Well, I put mama in there. It's kind of just, so we'll say get search. There it is. Let me take that out. Like make. There it is. That's great. All right, that works. So you click on get a dev job, and then it takes you to this page. It says you can edit it. You can mark it as complete. So it says get a dev job, whatever field, doing anything that will help our fellow humans automate life. All right, then I hit complete here. I don't have a job yet, but so that you see how it marks it out and it gives it a green thing saying that it's completed. Then you can remove it when it's completed, but you can always click back on and be like, nah, never mind, I didn't finish it. And there we go, we got it. You can also click here to delete, and it should ask if I want to delete it. Yeah, no, I don't want to, so I go back. Great. You can click this plus button right here. Make YouTube videos. Okay, I'm doing that. Okay, done. And then submit. Boom. Now I got make YouTube videos in there. And of course, if I logged into another account, let's go ahead and register. I think I actually have password limits on there, and it may not allow me to just do that. So let's try this. There we go. So now I'm on a new task. You can see there's no items in the list. I can't see anything from anybody else's list. Everybody's stuff is highlighted normally, you know, or on their own. They have their own stuff. Boom. There you go. So log out. Boom. All right. So there's my to-do list. That was fun. That's up. I believe I actually have that on my website here. It is starting to get warm in my truck now. That's great. So it seems I'm not in the best area for signal, but yeah, this is written in JavaScript. So if that loads last, of course. So yeah, there it goes. If you have bad signal, it's gonna take a while. Yep, there's the to-do list. All right. So profit calculator, to-do list, my coming soon thing. I haven't actually done anything with that just yet, but. So that was fun. That was good. Those are done. Now, what my latest project that I'm working on is my finance manager.py. I am using this code here to write out for each month I'm using GSpread, which is the API for Google Sheets, to upload all of my information to um, to the Google Sheets, which I actually have open here. So as you can see, personal finances, and it shows basically I have very minimal categories here where I am going through different things for all my CSV rows, and then I have all of the months, and then of course over here I have the summary, which summarizes all of them. I've still got a lot of work to do with this, but I'm actually working on this now, and I've already started to find like holes in my ship, you know what I'm saying? I'm like leaking out money and I didn't realize it, and I'm so glad that I decided to start doing this. So now I'm like super motivated to keep going, and of course I'm doing all of this through just learning. I just want to learn, and it's helping me learn, and it's great. So yeah, I was gonna bring this up, but it obviously, you guys see I have it up here. The link to that, my GitHub, all that's gonna be down below. Oh my god, I'm sorry. I did want to give a shout out to my first real dude that's like commenting on my channel, DMax3154. He has written like so much for me, and he's trying to pay it forward and stuff, and it means a lot to know. So DMax, if you're watching this, man, thank you so much for these comments. I'll be honest, I hadn't checked my this channel in a while. I actually need to upload like pictures and stuff so I can seem a little more legit. Like, as you guys can see from my my Twitter, I don't even have anything here to signify I'm a real person. It's just all, I just started everything up from scratch. And so yeah, that's why I've been busy. That's why it's been so long since I've actually uploaded a video. Let's see, this one was, let's see my content. This was uploaded on January 2nd. It is now the 15th. It has been 2 weeks, pretty much. So yeah, I appreciate the likes, guys. That's really cool of you guys. Thank you. Now I got 7 subs. I didn't even expect that. So anyways, yeah, that's what I've been working on. So thanks for watching, and hey, future me, when you got that software job and you come back and watch this video, just know you worked your ass off to get there, bro. Good job. Remember, just ladies, love it, hate it, rate it, take care. I'll see y'all another time.